In this short presentation, I'll introduce you to Free University Brighton, who we are, what we can offer, and how we work. Free University Brighton, or FUB for short, creates and promotes free education that is accessible to all, regardless of income or educational background. We provide space within our local communities for people to get together, to learn new things, to question the world around them, and suggest alternatives. We offer a broad range of free courses, practical workshops, talks, and film screenings in a range of subjects. We also offer free degree-level courses called Freegrees. FUB was set up in 2012 after the coalition government trebled university tuition fees and made drastic cuts to adult education. The idea was partly inspired by Tent City University, which grew out of the Occupy London protest outside St Paul's Cathedral. People came together to educate themselves about issues that affected them. Under the slogan "Anyone can teach, everyone can learn," those at Tent City raised fundamental questions that were not being addressed by the universities. What we offer is determined by local people. We ask, what do you want to learn? And what can you teach? We turn public spaces into classrooms and encourage local people to share their knowledge. We then use our website, social media and other community platforms to advertise these free courses and events. This enables us to provide an alternative, democratic, community-led system of education. We have no formal funding. Everyone who organises and teaches at FUB is an unpaid volunteer, and we rely on the use of free venues for our classes. We've taught in libraries, community centres, pubs, cafes, church halls, a bin depot and even a nightclub. We make use of the internet and free tools to organise and share resources with learners and do not charge for any of the sessions we offer. We want to make adult and higher education accessible. We want it to work for everyone. We want people to decide what they learn and how. In The Pedagogy of the Oppressed, the Brazilian educator and philosopher Paulo Freire described the traditional education system as a banking model. In this model, the student is treated as an empty vessel into which the teacher pours in knowledge. The knowledge and experience of the student is largely ignored. In our approach, we assume students bring valuable knowledge and experience with them and encourage them to share it. We put a greater focus on helping students to question the status quo, to think through problems and solve them together. As a result, many of our students say FUB has helped them see things differently and enabled them to think more critically. We offer degree-level courses for people who would like to experience a university education without the burden of debt, or perhaps cannot undertake full-time study because they work or have other commitments. These courses are free, so we call them Freegrees. Freegrees are taught by the same academics who teach in conventional universities, and they're validated by the same process. Although legally we cannot award a degree, we offer our own certificates to anyone completing a Freegree course. Commitment to these courses are minimal. Typically, students attend one class per week, lasting around 2 hours, on either a weekday evening or on a Saturday. Courses are broken down into modules covering different topics. These modules tend to be anything from 4 weeks at introductory level up to 12 weeks. We run different modules on different days so that the people who have fixed commitments can at least attend some of them. Students can study as many courses and modules as they wish. Some choose just to do the odd 1 or 2 and no more. That's absolutely fine. We tend to offer subjects that come under the category of social sciences and humanities. These include history, philosophy, sociology, psychology, political economy, feminism, gender and sexuality. Courses change year to year depending on what our tutors offer. Many of our courses tend to be topical and related to real-world issues. This year, for example, you'll be able to study topics including the British Empire, gender and race, philosophy and climate change, creative activism, virtual society and socialisation, and surveillance. Our students have told us they have rediscovered the joy of learning again at FUB and have become more critical thinkers as a result. They have said they've now found new confidence and even gone on to do other things and become more active in their community. Many people have never experienced cooperative education and find that empowering to determine their own educational path. For many, it's enabled them to meet new people and feel less isolated and alone. FUB, as well as being about education, is also about bringing communities together. But while we are different from other universities, we do have access to the Student Union discount cards. What you won't find at FUB are exams. We think they are stressful and not a good way to assess learning. Students who have been to other universities say it's lovely to study with us without any pressure to submit assignments or read lots of books and articles. There are no deadlines here. Learn as much or as little as you want. More importantly, while universities like Sussex or Brighton have tuition fees of more than £9,000 per year, you definitely won't get a hefty bill or get into debt with us. However, neither do we have paid staff, just volunteers. So, if you can offer a few hours of help once in a while or have a skill to offer, that is always appreciated. We particularly want to encourage people who haven't had a good experience with education. Perhaps you left school with few qualifications or didn't get the opportunity to go to university and feel you missed out. It's not too late. Unlike other universities, we welcome everyone. You won't be alone and we aim to ease you in very gently. Anyone can do this. Conventional universities can sometimes feel like education factories, one size fits all. They are increasingly run like businesses and don't treat staff or students particularly well. We know that people have different ways of learning and learning needs, which can sometimes be a barrier. FUB strives to be flexible. We actively encourage students to play a key role in how FUB is organised. We also have student support groups when you need a bit of extra help. Outside of classes, we use a learning platform called River. It's where you can get access to learning materials. You can also use it to post messages to tutors and students and to continue learning and discussing between classes. We also use River to organise social events, to give feedback, post notifications and share things of interest. We advertise all Freegree classes on this online calendar, so you can see what's on and what's coming up week to week. Any changes to modules or classes will be updated here. If you are interested in studying with us, we will be having an open day event at 7 p.m. on Tuesday the 18th of August. This will be repeated at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday the 22nd of August. These sessions will last approximately 2 hours and will be online using Zoom. We will post details on our website and social media, or you can sign up to our mailing list for an invite. If you have any questions, please get in touch. Our email address is contact@freeuniversitybrighton.org. Or, if you would like to receive email updates about our open day events and new courses, you can join our mailing list here, www.freeuniversitybrighton.org/keep in touch.